So here we have Module 1, Lesson 13 homework. This is the introduction to subtracting multi-digit numbers where you will need to borrow or unbundle numbers from the next place value column. This is pretty standard subtraction here. Everybody should be pretty familiar with it. The only tricky part might be the word problems, and that's just in the wording of it, but every problem on this worksheet is going to be subtraction. So we start at the first one. Remember, we always work right to left whenever we are subtracting. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 minus 4 we cannot do, so we need to borrow 1 from the hundreds column. So now we only have 3 hundreds left. We have these 3 tens to add, because when we unbundle this 100, it becomes 10 tens. So that's how we get our 10 plus 3 to give our 13. So then 13 minus 4 is 9. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. Put our comma. Okay, same thing, I'll do the next one as well. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. And then 2 minus 4 we cannot do, so we need to borrow 10 from our 10,000s column, so that 2 now becomes a 1 because we're taking 1 over, bringing those 10 over and adding it to the 2, which gives us 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0, and 4 minus 0 is 4. So these are all pretty straightforward. These ones suggest that they rewrite it and line up their place values. If they're having troubles with that, draw lines within each place value. What number must be added to 14,056 to result in a sum of 38,773? So we were working on tape diagrams. Sum is a total from adding. So that's our two parts right here. We have a part and a part. And then this number here is our whole, or our sum. And so that's the 38,773. We want to add a number to that. So when we subtract, we get our answer, and that will be the other part that will go into that side of the tape diagram. And then again on the back is just word problems, so they just need to remember to answer the question. They're not trying to fool them here. How many live in the city? Okay, so the important thing is that they answer the question. And draw a tape diagram as well. So that will be in these ones, we're subtracting, so we're starting with our whole. And we have a part and a part. So we're taking our whole and subtracting a part to get the other part. So for this one, an elementary school collected 1,705 bottles for a recycling program. A high school also collected some bottles. Both schools collected 3,627 bottles combined. That's our whole, 3,627. The elementary school collected that many, and we want to know how many the high school collected. So that's the high school, elementary school. So they can label it if they want. That's the total. And then 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. We can't take 7 from 6, so we need to borrow from the 1,000, so that becomes a 2. We're taking 10. That's 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So the high school collected 1,922 bottles. Same thing to do with these, just word problems. Figure out what they want and use the clues. That's Module 1, Lesson 13.